tonight, maybe his toughest test of his career as he faces Rene Giron. And I know it sounds stereotypical, Sergio, but how else do you describe it? He has that Mexican style, right?
Listen, it's stereotypical to everybody, but he wears it like a badge of honor. He wants to be that Mexican style. He faces the best. He's already faced 8 undefeated opponents, beating 6 of them. He has the right style, big left hand, big left hook body puncher. Watch out for the left hand. He could take a big punch on the chin, and he can out-tough anybody. Mexican style, absolutely.
You know, on paper, this looks like the type of opponent that is a stepping stone type of fight for Floyd Schofield. But I think that's the furthest thing from the case. It was back in 2019 that young Rene Giron stepped in and faced off against Carlos Balderas, absolutely obliterated Balderas, who at that time was a top prospect. Had a couple of setbacks between then and now, has dealt with some weight issues over the last few years, but in 2 of his recent fights, he has been an underdog, including against George Acosta right here in Las Vegas in one of his recent fights. He won that fight. He is very much a live dog and very much, I think, going to be a tough challenge for Floyd Schofield.
And there was an X factor we haven't discussed yet. Floyd Schofield had a baby, or his partner had a baby. He's now a new dad, so it's Floyd Schofield the 4th. And Sergio, obviously, congratulations are in order, but sort of a serious thing for a fighter to have to deal with coming into a fight camp with a new baby. You've been there.
I've been there. And listen, man, I had sleepless nights. I had to go to a hotel to actually get rest because he mentioned himself he wasn't sleeping at night. He was sleeping in the other room with his father. He had to get out, and the sparring sessions, he was tired from them. So we'll see if it happens here. But look, this is the fight game. Fatherhood is good. Everyone wants to be a great father, but if you're not going to be a successful fighter, you're not be able to provide like a father. So he needs to realize that this comes first, then he can concentrate on his young son.
And I'm sure there are a lot of people thinking, oh, it's not that big a deal. He can deal with it. It's not going to be a variable in this fight. I would just point to a fight that Diego Pacheco had 2 fights earlier, just after he had a newborn baby. And he spent so much time with that baby early on during his training camp. He submitted one of the worst performances of his career up until that point. Even afterwards, he said, yeah, I got to make some adjustments there. So hopefully Floyd Schofield coming into this fight at 100%.
All right, so there's your family talk for our fights tonight. Let's get ready to rumble. Our first fight of the night is in the ring right now, and it features the return of an amateur stud, Joel Iriarte. He's 4-0, all 4 of his wins coming by knockout, 21 years old, with a 74-inch reach, and he's taken on Xavier Madrid, who's very confident and thinks he can pull off a stunner here in Vegas tonight. Let's go into the ring right now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, live around the world on DAZN from the theater here at Virgin Hotels in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. Fight fans, a very good evening and welcome to Golden Boy Fight Night. It is all brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, sponsored by BetOnline. All of tonight's fight odds are brought to you by BetOnline. Wild Casino, America's most trusted online casino. Let's get wild. Riyadh season and OnlyFans where creators earn. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go 6 rounds as scheduled in the welterweight division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside, Lisa Giampa, Dave Moretti, and Zachary Young. Inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Thomas Taylor. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing tonight silver trimmed in red and black. He weighed in 147 pounds. In 10 professional bouts, his record stands even with 5 victories, 5 defeats, 2 wins coming by way of knockout from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here is Xavier Madrid. And across the ring, his opponent